Okay, right. Great stuff. So, question 55, what we have here is a situation that we're talking about cash flow forecasts. So, we continue to talk about cash flow forecasts. And this is a nice one. We now have pretty straightforward ones where we're just looking at timing. So, I'm sure you've read through this, and these are the actual revenue sales in terms of invoices, and these are the recognized costs. So, let's sort of tackle this. So we see here, it says here, revenue is always going to be the interesting one. So it says here that 55% of customers take a month to pay and the remainder take 2 months. So you can argue that, well, the people who were sold goods to on credit in April, we will be receiving money in May. So we know it says here 55%. So 55% of these 55% of that 7,900 will be received in May. So 55% times 7,900 will come in May, and that's 4,345. But what that also means, if you can see, is that the remaining of it will come in June. But for March, 55% of that would have come into April, and the 45% of that would have arrived in May. So we know that 45% of the 7,700 will come in May. So 45% times 7,700 is coming in May. 3,465. Add these two people together. 4,345. You have 7810. And like I said, this typically tends to be the tricky one. Since this purchase is paid in the current month, so purchases paid in the current month. In May, we have 6,700, so that's fine. Wages paid in the current month, that's 400. Other overheads paid after 2 months. So these aren't going to be paid here. It's the overheads in March that will get paid in May because this is after 2 months. So that's the 540. And this is capex paid in the following month. So capex realized or suffered in May but paid in June. So there's no capex in that month. So it's just reading the question carefully because, you might have another question that will have capex being paid in that month, of May. It's very possible. So let's add all these together. 6,700 plus 400 plus 540. Sorry, plus 5. Yes, 540 because that's the March overheads. And that comes to 7,640. So what we have is we have an opening balance, watch it very carefully, of minus 320. So minus 320 now receives 7,180. So 320 minus 320. Anyway, minus 320 plus 7,810 takes us to 7,490, right? Because this is starting off overdrawn. So we are now 7,490 in the in the black, and then we now take off, if you like, 7,640. So we're now overdrawn again, minus 150, right? Because we start off negative, pulls us right into this positive situation, and then we now go against this, which takes us back negatively this way. And that's question 55. Cool, great stuff.